Time now for sports news with Kayode Alayode.
Welcome now to sports news. Denmark's Caroline Wozniacki has beaten Romanian Simona Halep to win her first Grand Slam title at the Australian Open. Wozniacki triumphed 7-6, 3-6 and 6-4 over Halep in severe conditions to finally land a major title at the 43rd attempt.
I've dreamt of this moment for so many years, and to be here today is a dream come true, and my voice is shaking. I never cry, but today it's a very emotional moment. I also want to congratulate Simona. I know that today is a tough day. I'm sorry that I had to win today, but I'm sure we'll have many matches in the future, and it was an incredible match, incredible fight, and yeah, again, I'm sorry.
I'm sure no one ever told her that it was going to take 43 attempts. Now, Nigeria's 4 cadets have qualified for the 2018 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup after thrashing South Africa 6-0 in the second leg of the final round of the qualifiers at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin. Coach Christopher Danjuma's girls qualified 8-0 on aggregate after winning the first leg 2-0 in Polokwane a fortnight ago. The 4 cadets will be making their 9th appearance at the Under-20 Women's World Cup since their debut at the maiden edition in 2002. Now, hosts Morocco have advanced to the semi-final of the African Nations Championships after beating Namibia 2-0 in Casablanca. Goals from Ayoub El Kabi and Salahdin Saidi gave the boys victory, which propelled them to the next round. Morocco will wait for the outcome of the quarter-final game between Congo and Libya to know their next opponents. And that's it on sports news. Gimba Umar is back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Reports say unidentified gunmen have killed at least 14 soldiers in central Mali when they overran a military camp early on Saturday. The military camp in the town of Sope, near the southern boundary of Mali's Timbuktu region, came under attack at about 6 a.m. Islamist fighters seized control of Mali's northern desert region in 2012 before being driven back by French-led intervention a year later. But despite the presence of a United Nations peacekeeping mission and troops operating on the regional French anti-militant mission, violence is again on the rise, and attacks are spreading further southwards to the capital, Bamako. A suicide bombing in Afghanistan has killed at least 95 people and injured 158 others in the center of the capital, Kabul. Attackers drove an ambulance laden with explosives past a police checkpoint into a street that was only open to government workers.
A horrific scene of death and destruction in Kabul as a bomb hidden in an ambulance kills dozens and wounds hundreds of people. The blast occurred at a police checkpoint in an area near foreign embassies and government buildings. Saturday is a working day in Afghanistan, and the streets were busy when the explosion happened.
I was sitting in the office when suddenly an explosion happened. Right after the explosion, our office collapsed and all windows shattered.
A representative of Italian aid group Emergency called the attack a massacre. The Taliban, however, claimed responsibility. The attack comes only a week after the group attacked Kabul's Intercontinental Hotel, where more than 20 people were killed in an overnight siege. Meanwhile, as many as 6 children were killed in fighting near the central Afghan city of Ghazni on Friday. There are conflicting accounts of how they died, with officials blaming the Taliban and others saying they died in an airstrike by Afghan forces. Provincial officials say a Taliban mortar attack struck the village while the children were outside, killing the 6 and wounding 2.
Unfortunately, a number of children and women have been martyred during the fighting here, and we have noticed that it was an intentional attack carried out by enemies on houses and mosques in the area to threaten the people.
And the main news again, President Muhammadu Buhari and other African leaders discuss ways of resolving the various conflicts in different parts of the continent. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. Many thanks indeed for watching. I'm Gimba Umar on behalf of everyone here. Have a splendid night rest. Good night.